Hello everyone, today I'm here to review for you Deductio, a brand new, available in Q1 2024 card game with deduction in it. You can probably guess that from the name, which is published by Brain Games, who did provide me this copy to review for you. The game plays with 2 to 4 players, and each of you is going to have a hidden number that the others are trying to deduct in Deductio. So on your turn, you'll have a look at the card that's in front of you without anyone else seeing, and you'll then take one of the 3 available information style cards. Now these range from, well, this number doesn't equal 11 or 1, or it's greater than 13, or maybe it's less than 14, or maybe it's not an odd number or an even number, or just one of these selections, or this range. Now, you're trying to pick the one that's going to give the least amount of information away, because on your turn you can either take one of those cards truthfully and play it in front of you, take all of the cards if none of them are correct and put them horizontal next to you, which you really kind of don't want to do because that's normally loads of information for other players, or you can guess someone else's number. Now at the start it's a number between 1 and 20. There's only 3 cards in the middle showing you what it's not going to be. Over the course of the game though, they'll have played more information cards in front of them. Maybe some more cards will have come out in the middle, and maybe even some other numbers have been guessed. So you can slowly start to whittle the pool of potential numbers down. And then you're going to be guessing it. So maybe you get it down to a 1 in 3, maybe you get it down to a 50-50 and go for a guess. If you're right, you take their card as a point and it's first to 3. However, if your guess is wrong, and this is why you don't just go for wild stabs in the dark, well, you've got to give 2 bits of truthful information about your current card from that central market. And, well, 2 bits of information can definitely give it away, maybe if you've got a couple of other cards already there. With 4 or 5 bits of information cards in front of you, chances are someone is going to be guessing your number very soon. There's a couple of cards in the information deck that are going to spice things up. Now firstly, some of them just reveal the top card from the number deck, so rules out another number for all players. There's also some cards which have an ability on them. These normally give lots of information. They are, this isn't an odd, or this isn't an even number, or is even, sorry. So quite a lot of information, but that sometimes maybe gives you a free guess where you don't have any repercussions for getting it wrong, or maybe you can look at the top card or top 2 cards from the number deck, so only you know these numbers aren't in play. And you can use that sort of as part of your deduction. You can rule those numbers out. And all of that comes together into a very logical deduction puzzle as you're trying to work out what is giving the least information away about my card, but also trying to piece together the information that you know. Maybe everyone knows, but maybe some bits just you know because you saw that top card of the deck, you know what your number is, and maybe that helps you work out what one of your opponent's sort of numbers are. And, well, that is how you play Deductio. It's first to 3 points, and at that point, well, normally you shuffle the cards back up and you can go again. Now, straight away, this is very logic and deduction focused. If you are looking for a quick, snappy card game with numbers, well, this isn't going to be for you. This is, however, going to be for you if you like that logic puzzle with numbers. If you're someone that doesn't enjoy maths and numbers too much, well, the symbologies and stuff of this isn't equaling to this number, this is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, etc. Well, that might put you off at first, but it's got some real great deductions that you can make. And sometimes it is just a case of whittling it down to, well, I've got a 50-50, I think I'm going to risk it and go for it. And other times you can kind of just, right, you've told me it's less than 14. Well, that's not much information. But you've also told me it's odd. Now, maybe I've got the number 3, the number 1 and 5 are in the middle, and all of a sudden there's not too many other cards going on, so it could be. Do you risk it? And that's some really good choice there of how far do you go, especially when there's more players. Because sometimes if you've got a 1 in 3 and you get it wrong, well, not only are you giving more information about your card away, you're also giving the next player around the table potentially a 50-50. Or if it was a 50-50, they could, or probably should, work out what it is. You can use some deduction logics of, okay, they've guessed that, maybe they've ruled this number out, maybe that's because they've got it, or they've seen it in the deck or something like that, and you can try and extend the logic. It doesn't always work. Maybe they're just risking it, going for that 1 in 3 chance. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. And that's, if you're excited by that idea of trying to determine numbers, then this could be a very good game for you. As I alluded to, it will play a little different depending on your player count. As soon as you've got more people around the table, well, you've got a little bit more to track in terms of what could their number be and everything around the table. You've got other people who might beat you to guessing what it is, and it almost causes a sort of it causes you to go, well, it's risky, but if I don't take this risk, they might, and they're going to beat me to the number. So I like that factor. There's also, at the other end of the player count, at 2, I am just trying to work out your number. And at times, it can get very like, alright, I can play this card almost for free because I've told you that it's not between 15 and 8 effectively on my other cards, and this card tells you it's not 14 and 9, so you're not getting any extra information. And that market there doesn't refresh as quick at a lower player count, so you can almost use the market then to be like, right, if I can leave those cards, maybe you're going to have to pick one up, and that will give me loads of information, but maybe give you one of those little powers as well. And the powers, again, is another cool choice. If it wasn't for that, some of the cards would be like, I never want to take that because I'm ruling out half the numbers for you. But if I've got maybe 3 or 4 information cards in front of me, you're probably starting to work out what my number is. So maybe that's when I take one of those big information cards. Yeah, it might tell you exactly what number I've got, but it could allow me to have a free guess and maybe just get your card guessed, or at least rule out a number. There is the chance with that to maybe bluff, but it is almost a wasted guess. But you can maybe at least go, okay, I've got a 1 in 3. If I take that card, I get a free guess. I can rule one of them out and then maybe get it to a 50-50 for when it comes back to me. Now, in a 2-player game, it'll come back to you very quickly and you can start to narrow things down. In that multiplayer, when there's more than 2, when there's 3 or 4, I don't know if I want to do that because it's giving information to others around the table. So that's a really neat feature of Deductio. Because brain games have gone for a language-independent deck of cards, I can see some players not vibing too much straight away with the very maths-like symbols. Rather than saying the words greater than or equal to, it just has the greater than or equal to symbol on the card. Instead of a, between 1 and 4, it's just 1-4. For even, it's effectively just got a number 2 on it, and then it says 2, 4, 6, 8, ... Now, for me, that is absolutely fine, but I do know some people that if I was to even show the game to, they would be initially put off until I actually explained it and got the game to the table. And Deductio isn't necessarily the biggest looker. It's not got bright, vibrant cards, it's not got cool artwork, but it is very much a puzzle. So if you are looking for a colourful card game, like I said, a quick snappy one, not for you. But if you're looking for that brilliant puzzle and deduction. I can definitely recommend it. It has been a lot of fun every time it's hit the table. If fun is the right word for the sort of little buzz you get from deducting what your opponent has. Some will find that fun, some will find that just, okay, I've solved something, let's move on. But if you get a bit of a buzz from working out a puzzle and deducing something, then yeah, you will enjoy Deductio from Brain Games. I hope this review has helped you know if this is going to be a game for you or not. If you've played it, please let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. And until next time, well, check out other stuff on the channel. There'll be other reviews of other Brain Game titles coming very soon, once I've given them a go, because I focused on that one. Until next time, have a great day gaming.